is Rick from Value Accessories, and today we are here to show you an updated video of the trunk rack installation for your F3 Limited and your Spyder RT 2020 and newer. These trunk racks, this is the black version right here. They come in black or chrome from Show Chrome. They are the part number 41-355 and 41-355BK. They are a 1/2 inch tubular trunk rack. They are 18 3/4 by 12 inches in size. Everything is included for installation, including some pretty good instructions. And that's what we want to do here. We want to kind of show this to you, but show you a little bit on how to install. A lot of people watch us install these either in the shop or at rallies and are amazed at how easy it looks, but they say that they are a little bit intimidated by the install. So we're going to try and take some of that away as far as the intimidation and stuff away and get you a little bit more comfortable. There's only a couple tools that you're going to need. I'll set this box aside. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need like about an 1/8 inch drill bit for a pilot. They tell you to use a 5/16 drill bit. We really like to use the step bits a lot better. So you'll have a lot better luck using a step bit here, I think, but you can do whatever you want. I always use a long-handled 4mm Allen wrench. I find that from doing this many times that I can actually adjust the angle and stuff much better with this long-handled one. Try it with a short handle, it just doesn't work that well. Your inside of your trunk is already marked. They have dimples in them at the 4 corners. So what I strongly suggest is to mark it with something white, something that can be shown. Even if you put a little piece of tape on it, anything. Use a really good light, mark it, and then do your 1/8 inch drill bit, then your step drill. On this, they say 5/16. Make sure it's at least 5/16. If you want to go a little bit deeper with your step drill, that's 100% fine. It allows you a little bit of flexibility back and forth. All of these trunks are not actually 100% perfect. So don't be surprised if you might need just a teeny bit, a little bit more than 5/16 once in a while. Isn't bad. It gives you a little bit of adjustment. It also comes, we'll go through this right now. For mounting, you'll see on the instructions here exactly how they tell you to do it. The bolt, the angled spacer, the rubber washer, your trunk lid, another rubber washer, your angled spacer, and then the actual luggage rack itself. So what we do, and we've already had one installed on all of our bikes here. So we've removed what we've got on we're going to do the 2020 and newer Spyder that we've got here. We're going to show you how to do that. And to get set up, what you'll want to do is take all 4 of your bolts, put your angled spacer here, and then your washer on all 4 of your bolts first. And then I'll show you where you're going to drill. You're going to come over here. And before you even get started, if you have not upgraded to the heavy-duty rear trunk shock, you're going to have to do it, because the trunk shock that comes with these is total junk. You're lucky if they'll last 6 months and hold up by themselves, more or less putting more lights and a trunk rack on it. So you will more than likely, if you want your trunk to hold up with a rack installed on it, you're going to have to install that heavy-duty trunk shock. We have those for sale, and we have a good video that shows how to do it. It's very easy to install. I'm pretty sure that most people can install them, or you can stop by here or at the rallies. We can install one for you. So what you're going to find is on your inside of your trunk lid, you're going to have a dimple, and we'll insert a picture right now that shows from the instructions. So the dimples are here, 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 and here, right where our holes are. So what you would do is mark these real carefully. Then you're going to go, and in a lot of cases, what you can even do, if you're really, really hesitant about what you're doing, and make sure you got a good light. I've got a good light installed, put down in the bottom here. So that's really important. Don't try and do this without good light, because once you drill a hole, if it's in the wrong spot, you're in a world of hurts. So what you'd want, you could even go, after you mark, you can hold it up and you can say, okay, yep, we're good. And then drill your pilot hole. Then drill your either 5/16, your 5/16, or your step drill. Go up through. As you can see, we're going to go right up there. And it's going to go right in the, up to the 5/16 mark, as you can see on here, straight up at the 5/16. So after you do that, it's time to start installing our bolts through the back. What we're going to do, and it's really important when you do this, to have your washers, your rubber washers, with you. So you're going to push this up through, and on the top portion, we're going to insert the washer here, and that is going to hold it. Make sure you do that. Do not try and put them in after, when you're trying to go and put your trunk in, because you'll lose stuff and it's not going to work out so good for you. So hold it up there. Put your rubber washer in. Let me get the other side here. And on these spacers that you have, let me get my other washer here. So as you can see, it's there. These spacers. So the thick part is going to go towards the outside here, because that's how the contour of the trunk goes. And that's when you install it, they'll kind of fall into place when you start tightening it down a little bit. You'll run the spacer around and it'll kind of just fall into place. So what you're going to do next is, and I will tell you that if you have a second person, a helper, it makes it much, much easier. It is a lot more difficult trying to hold on to this by yourself. But my helper is holding the camera right now, so that's where we're at. So, and what we're going to do is we're just going to lay this on here like this. And from the bottom side, I am just going to get this started. And that's it. And I'm going to make sure that and just start it. So I got that started there. And over here. Okay, so you can feel kind of where the thread is there. Do not try and tighten hard, or even in right now try and push it where it might be cross-threaded. So since I didn't have anybody to help me hold this, I'm going to lift up the top a little bit here, and I'm going to go and put the top two in. And then get my... Now, Show Chrome lists blue Loctite on the parts. They don't tell you to use it. You could if you wanted to. Be perfectly honest with you, we've put hundreds of these on. We've never had we do not use the Loctite on them. You could. I've never had one come loose. So, and that goes like that. Okay, so they all feel pretty good. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay attention to how these are setting, and you'll see that they just set just about. You can see they tell you to just set it with a contour. So that's that. And then on the contour here, that's that. So you'll just go a little bit at a time here. And I'm looking at my contour there. And I'm tightening this a little bit. Do not try and tighten them all at once. Okay, we're continuing on. Getting this all set with the contour and everything. That looks pretty good. And we're tightening back and forth. And like I had said before, just be careful. It does have rubber washers in there. This will not leak with these washers. It's got a washer on top, washer on the bottom. And it looks like it's real good. And, just make sure they're... You want to squish them just a teeny bit, but that's about it. You're not going to reef down on that. And just remember, you don't want to put a great big ratchet on there either. That's perfect. So that looks good. As you can see, it's a really good installation. It's a clean installation, and it's not obtrusive. It doesn't look like some great big monstrosity sitting on the back. And the new shock, this has got an upgraded shock on, a trunk shock. It holds it up just fine. We've put a lot of different pieces of luggage on this, and actually this has been on there a couple 2.5 years, and it still looks really good. So this is proof that these are a good product. So I think that's a wrap. I hope this has helped you in your installations of your trunk racks for the F3 Limiteds and the Spyder RT 2020 and newer. Part number is from Showchrome 41-355 and 355BK. Available from us at Value Accessories at valueaccessories.net. And if you like our series of videos, just hit subscribe and like. Thanks. See you later.